What up, Sonic Squad? Today we got some huge implications for a certain character in the Sonic franchise who has not seen the light of day in far, far too long. So, let's get right into it. So, I just read Sonic the Hedgehog IDW issue 64. I'm not going to go over everything that happens in that comic because it's pretty irrelevant to what we're going to be talking about right now. What is important is that while Sonic and Blaze are leaving Spagonia, they come across Silver's Victory Garden, and Silver in said garden looking pretty down on himself. Blaze and Sonic go over to cheer him up. Sonic dips back to Spagonia, and Silver and Blaze continue talking, deciding to continue Blaze's vacation and Silver's recent suspension from the Diamond Cutters by exploring Sonic's world. And right as they take off, Blaze mentions this: hearing about a town called Soliana. Guys, this, I don't want to scream, but like, this is so hype for like a bajillion different reasons. Not really, it's only like 3. I'm going to start off with the small reasons. Firstly, Blaze and Silver kind of started off as like a duo of friends in Sonic 06. They were a pair, they came from the same ruined future, and sadly, we haven't really gotten to see them in that dynamic since. This is going to be a chance to see them like that again, like a Sonic and Tails duo. Sonic himself even points this out in the issue, how they cover each other's blind spots and all that jazz. So I'm super excited to see how that pair will be written and portrayed in the coming issue. Secondly, seeing Silver and Blaze back in Soliana is going to be so cool. We haven't seen Soliana since Sonic 06, and it's a location I hold a lot of artistic respect for, being based off of Venice, Italy, which is one of the coolest locations in Western Europe that you could base a fictional city on. I guess besides like Florence, Italy, but Sonic also did that one as well. Yeah, I get a quick fun fact, I guess. Spagonia/Rooftop Run is based on Western European architecture, specifically deriving the most influence from Florence, Italy, with its orange clay roofs, huge cathedrals, tall brick clock towers, narrow streets, and surrounding mountains. No, I don't get outside much. How did you know? And the final reason is a very big one. Many of you might have seen this coming, and I believe that just as many of you may have no clue what I'm talking about. Blaze and Silver returning to Soliana in the comics. We could be seeing the return of arguably the most hated, controversial character in all of Sonic history. We might be getting the return of Princess Elise. Princess Elise III of Soliana was one of the many new characters introduced, and yet the only one left behind in Sonic 06. To my knowledge, she's only been seen outside of Sonic 06 in one Archie Supersonic special magazine, that being issue 2, and she was mentioned by name and given some pretty neat artwork. Those are just the factual reasons that I'm excited for her potential return. Personally, I love Princess Elise. Now let me clarify. I love the idea of Princess Elise. The concept of Princess Elise. The execution, not so much. The gist of her character arc was that she would have been a super sheltered kid because she was royalty and couldn't cry or it would release the flames of Iblis and destroy the world. Then all of a sudden, Eggman and Sonic burst in with their pre-existing dynamic and she gets caught up in all of the action, getting captured and rescued time and time again. And in the time between the action, Sonic, just by being himself, would show Elise the world around her, and she would get to open up and discover a different, more, for lack of a better word, wild side of herself that she never realized was there. Pretty simple character arc, it's been done a billion times before, and yet, we all know what happened. Please. No, I'm not gonna bring it up. No, let me be. There could be a video about Princess Elise without talking about you. Just go away. Anyways, I also love Princess Elise's character design. To keep it short, she's my favorite human design in the Sonic game series. I think the short red hair, white dress, and feathers do a really good job of showing her position as royalty, while also tying her back to the culture of Soleanna, then putting tremendous importance on eagles, much as we here in the USA love to do. I love me some eagles, except not eating them because that's a federal crime. Heck yeah, freedom, baby. And as we've already seen with IDW, they've done a wonderful job of taking old one-off ideas and concepts, giving them a new coat of paint, fixing most of their flaws, and representing them as a better version than the one that we previously knew. I personally would love to see what the artists and writers could do with Princess Elise. IDW has an incredibly capable and passionate team working with them, and I feel that this could really be what Princess Elise needs so that her potential can be realized and everyone else can see what I see. Or she gets a one-off appearance, which would be equally as cool. I just really hope they don't name drop her and have that be the end of it. That would be a huge missed opportunity. Just imagine, okay? Taking one of the worst parts of 06's story, writing, and remaking it. That would be a great show of how far we've come as a community, how far Sega and Sonic Team have come into their organization, and how far the franchise has come. Once again, taking one of their lowest lows and turning it into an incredible high. So just please give Princess Elise a chance. She's been waiting long enough.
Miss Elise? It felt like someone was calling me. I'm sure it's just the way. Of course. I felt so familiar somehow.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Comment your favorite Western European city, and have a grand and glorious rest of your day.